I did OF and I regret it badly.
Can a woman ever recover from being an OF model?
No.
What?
Absolutely not.
But she changed her life, Sarah.
I don't care.
Dear good people of the foolish world, today my wife forced me to make a video about the retired people of the people, of the people, of the people. You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
I want to talk about the downsides of being a worker because I feel like no one talks about it.
Okay, I don't want to start this video with anger, but I hate it when people on TikTok always start their videos with, I feel like nobody talks about it. Dude, everybody talks about it, okay?
These are my own personal opinions, so don't get your panties in a bunch if you don't feel the same way. Being objectified constantly, especially like in the dating scene, and only being seen specifically for my looks, and that's it. It's like they don't think anything else goes on under here. It's just a gross feeling. Also, the fact that I no longer enjoy because I'm doing stuff like that every single day for work. To me, I just took the enjoyment out of it and I don't even want to do it really in my personal life anymore. Other downsides are like your pictures and videos will be on the internet forever, but at the end of the day, that's not something that bothers me, and I don't know if it's something that bothers anyone else, but it is what it is. Also, the judgment that you receive from people is crazy. Like, it's just a job, like relax, it's really honestly not that serious. I feel like a lot of the judgment comes from jealousy and...
Oh God, I'm so jealous of this woman because she's beautiful. Okay, my wife said she's not beautiful. Someone in the comment wrote, I promise the judgment isn't jealousy. Beauty doesn't mean shit. Some beautiful people are garbage.
I really feel like I let myself down really early on because I just did OnlyFans and I was like, I'm only going to do lingerie stuff. And then within a matter of days, I was pressured into doing nudity. And then a few months later, it's like, I was like, okay, I'll do my boobs and I'll do my bum, but I'm not going to do my vagina. And then within a few months, I was like, fuck, I'm just going to have to do it. And it's really made me resent the whole thing. But I'm sort of trapped, like having to do it.
People do get pressured to do more and do it. Most people, they do take a few steps further than they were initially comfortable with.
Yeah, I fully am trapped in doing OnlyFans because there's nothing, I don't have a plan.
People think, oh yeah, I'm gonna do OnlyFans, I'm gonna flash my tits and then things are gonna be great. It's like, no, there's actually real struggles behind it, mentally and physically.
Yeah.
And I think it's really good that you're speaking out because I think it resonates.
I agree. It is good money, but it's not easy.
It comes with a lot of pressure.
It comes with a lot of
pressure. It's a huge price.
Yeah.
Yeah, people think there's a shortcut or easy way to make money, but there's none. Even my friends who are armed robbers told me. I don't have armed robbers as friends, trust me, I'm just pulling your legs. But you get the idea. Even people who rob banks don't have free money. It all comes with a price, baby.
Pornography from 18 to 25 years old. Yeah, at first I was enjoying it.
Yeah, I hear all these women who are just getting started say, I'm having fun. Of course. I mean that's like saying, I have a lot of fun the first day I met the devil. Yes, because the devil needs to make you feel at home before he eats your skull.
Pornography from 18 to 25 years old. Yeah, at first I was enjoying it because the money was rolling in. I understand why women sit and go, maybe I should make an OnlyFans. I mean, I was making probably, it could be anywhere from 30 to 50,000. I was more so treating it somewhat as a business, but that didn't last long. That empowered feeling, it fades. When you continue to objectify yourself, sooner or later you will feel it. It takes a toll on your soul. In my time of being in the industry, I only knew 2 women that didn't use drugs. I mean, I've seen women pounding back bottles of alcohol, and it's so crazy because the porn activists, oh, these women are empowered, they love what they're doing. In my head, I'm thinking, yeah, she's not as happy and empowered as you think she is. I've seen her have to get wasted just to do the scene that you think she's enjoying.
Someone in the comment wrote, dude, I fly airplanes for a living. Sometimes I just feel degraded and used. If she had the chance to start over, she'd do the same thing. You get to live the dream for that small moment while it's happening, but at the end, you have to live with the consequences. Did she give all the money back? Okay, that's a stupid question.
I think I'm the only mother at this table. I used to do
work. Now, I'm a mom. I have a son. I quit before my son, but I have a daughter. She's 8. I have a son who's 3. And one thing that I can say, speaking completely from experience, is once it's out there, it's out there. And when you become a mom and you look into the face of this like precious little baby that you created, there is a level of shame I will never be able to describe.
Why are these people covered in so many tattoos? Why do you have to have a tattoo of another human on your arm? Why? I think I have to stop asking stupid questions. Maybe I'm just too old, you know?
What's one thing you wish you could undo? For me, it's OnlyFans. Yep, I did OnlyFans. And at the time, it felt like it was empowering. Like I was in control. Like I was just, I don't know. I really was just following the wave. Makes me sick to my stomach when I think about it. Me putting myself out there, jeopardizing my safety, my image, my body for weirdos, stalkers, men who literally didn't see me as nothing but a fantasy. You know what they don't tell you is that the platform is going to affect your reputation. It's going to make dating feel impossible. And the men that do date you, they're going to treat you like trash. 9 times out of 10, they don't even see you as real. They just see you as content. And the money, babe, is not what they promised. I promise I've made just as much, if not more, posting on social media. No performing, no stripping, no regrets. If I could go back, I would not do it.
Leaving sex work and my experience being in sex work taught me more about myself than I could have ever imagined. And I want to share with y'all 3 things that completely changed my life through this experience. Number 1, self-worth comes from within. It has nothing to do with outside, how much money I can make, how attractive I am, how much appreciation and approval I receive. It is completely built on how much value I find and establish within myself. It's self-built. What's outside, like the money, is unreliable, and it's determined and dependent on how well performance and how well this, that, and that. And internal self-worth is something steady, reliable, something that can be built on a foundation and always accessible.
Yeah, that's a good point there, because most ladies go after stupid things like dangerous body enhancement procedures, expensive cosmetics, and the adult industry, because they're looking for external validation and self-worth. Unfortunately, self-worth starts with self, which is why my grandfather used to tell me, was man nicht hat, das hat man nicht.
All young women have been seeing, like teenage girls, all they've been seeing is, oh my god, I started an OnlyFans and then I make $1 million. What they don't tell you is that I'm gonna go off. There's so many things that I have witnessed from girls that do OnlyFans that go on podcasts and say these things. One thing, I think it was Belle Delphine or someone else, but this is a common thing with any girl that blows up on TikTok, does OnlyFans, is well known. You can't go outside. You can't go outside alone. Like, let alone being a woman and going outside and a man looks at you for more than 2 seconds. As a woman, you're paranoid. But as a girl that does OnlyFans or used to, it's 10 times worse. Like, you're in a prison for the rest of your life. And tell them about that. Tell them how degrading it is to have to daily talk to the most degenerate scumbag people on this planet.
Someone in the comment wrote, I didn't do OF, but I have been in the industry, and my mental health at almost 50 is really bad, and I get chronic flashbacks, and I don't sleep. I hate leaving the house, I don't like people, and I have no friends. So that's my experience. It destroyed my self-confidence and mental health. I felt like I wasn't worth anything if I wasn't attractive. My wake-up call was when this guy at my gate at the airport was looking at me intently, and I became so paranoid that he could have been one of my clients, I nearly had a panic attack. I literally did it when I was 21, because all I saw everywhere were women doing well and aiming for loads of money. and I regret it so bad.
I was a stripper. I did OnlyFans. I live in my truth. And I am ashamed at the behavior I've done because I am now 28 years old. I'm actually 28 years young on this earth. And I can say that I'm ashamed because of a lot of different reasons. I can sit here and I can talk to women and explain to younger girls coming up and things. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, everybody always thinks it's cool. But how cool did you think it would be?
I thought it was cool. I thought this is what I wanted to do. I thought this is how I wanted to live. But all these females that you guys look up to in the industry, that the media pushes you, they're all miserable. They have no peace. They cry every night. They are not happy with themselves. They hate themselves. So much so, they get surgeries and they try to fit themselves to being something they're not. And they're never going to fulfill it because they're not fulfilled on the inside.
Someone wrote, all the strippers I know are either alcoholics or drug addicts. One thing leads to another, chasing that money. This comment is so true that numerous studies confirm it.
Sex work is a psychological slaughterhouse. You are not thriving, honey. You are traumatized. 68% of strippers, 60+% of OnlyFans creators, and 80% plus of prostitutes, all dissociating just to function on a day-to-day basis. 90% numb out during your work. That is not empowerment. That is your soul checking out. Depression, roughly 70%. Anxiety, roughly 75%. Substance abuse, 40 to 60%. You're not boss babying it. You are self-medicating your own damage. Hypersexual trauma bonds everywhere. 82% report sexual dysfunction after leaving this work. No woman truly enjoys this. 0% with genuine enjoyment. It's all coping. Easy money. Lie. Repeat. It's a survival mechanism. Stop being a cum dispenser. You're not empowering anybody. You're performing your pain. You've just learned how to monetize it. Disgusting? Yes. Damaged? Deeply. 90% have prior abuse, absent fathers, or childhood trauma. You don't need validation. You need some healing, some therapy, faith, something real, because this is not freedom, honey. It is trauma wrapped in lingerie. Get out, get help.
600 people who were in the porn industry have died of murder, overdose, or suicide. 33 people that I know personally. Every roommate I've ever had, minus one person, is dead. There's these like facial abuse videos where it's very aggressive oral sex, and if you look at the girls who did those scenes, 75% dead. If you subject yourself to that level of degrading behavior, it's going to have a real impact on your mental health.
I want to pause here because you could go on Instagram now and like it seems like, oh wow, this person's living their best life doing porn right now. This is so common with OnlyFans. In October of 2011, you said, I feel like I'm on top of the world. What's happening with that?
So for me, of course I said that. That's what I was being paid to say. You're internalizing everything and you're trying to manage perception. There's a real damaging factor to saying things and then them not being true. When I get the money and I get everything that I thought would fix my life inside and it doesn't work, I'm stuck trying to manage the perception of how people see me, because the way that people see me is the only thing I have left. So I now have to say, even if I don't believe it's true, I have to say, I love what I do.
The reason I switched to OnlyFans is, honestly, it was meant to just be not, I needed to raise $100,000 to send to the Lebanese Red Cross after the Beirut blast, and I thought, OnlyFans, everyone's on OnlyFans, it'll be the best way to make money. And then I got shit for using money I made off OnlyFans to donate to the Lebanese Red Cross. People were like, how dare you send this dirty whore money to Lebanon? We don't need this. Like, what?
Wait, what? So it's like you can't do anything.
You're not in a position to pick and choose where the money is coming from.
People have the right to question dirty money, don't they? Someone in the comment wrote, I wish I was this delusional. Yeah, where money comes from most definitely matters, trust me. That's an insult to Lebanese. It's called people establishing morals as well as standards based off of those morals and standing by it, even in a time of desperation. I wouldn't take that cash either. How the money was acquired would not sit well with me and those that would benefit from the money.
Can we normalize just how hard it is to successfully quit S-work as a woman in today's society? Yeah, so there's the obvious struggle of, potentially being criticized, judged, not being able to be truthful with new employers, and just realistically how hard it can be to enter a new job, get a new job, acquire a new job, and get hired, while also dealing with the factor at play where we have been used to making so much money and all of a sudden that may not be our reality anymore, and it's just hard to come to terms with that in the first place. So that brings me to what is the number one biggest challenge for quitting sex work successfully? Almost every time it's been shown to be money. It was definitely money for me, and I had acquainted myself with making such good money that anything outside of that just seemed extremely draining, and I convinced myself that I would just be dissociating, I would just be struggling anyway, even if I left. So why go do something and make less money if I'm struggling already? So it was really a survival for my mental health, if I think about it, and an inability to accept societal standards for what it means to be successful, what it means to hold a job. Just the regular path of life seemed so far out there and undesirable to me. And a lot of us are artists, a lot of us are creatives, and we perhaps have mental struggles as well. I know it's very common to have autism and ADHD and things as such and end up being an S-worker because it feels so hard to cope with real life. So I'll just say that yes, the journey for me was really hard. It was really hard to come to terms with all of those things and face them head on. And even though I didn't approve of how society went about society things, I found a creative way to both leave S-work and sustain a life for myself. And that first year was so hard, but it was so rewarding. I was given the opportunity to rewire all of these things that felt like they kept me so stuck and so far away from achieving anywhere near a life that I even wanted. And yes, that took leaving behind a luxurious lifestyle to fight for my freedom in a certain sense. I will say that me personally, when I was in S-work and it got to a point where it felt like I was so soul broken and so soul drained, I was finally ready to do anything.
Sorry guys, I have to stop this beautiful lady. By the way, many of these ladies are so beautiful. If you're this beautiful, why would you destroy your life in such a cruel way? This is so sad. I mean, think about I don't know what to say.